Hello everyone, good morning. So, today I'll be talking about various levels of manifestation, and I'll also be talking about surrender and why we why some people choose manifestations, conscious manifestations, and why some people choose surrender. What is right, what is not right, or basically what is the meaning of all of these things. So, I was sort of pondering recently over why is Hindu, our own Sanatana Dharma, talking majorly, or yoga philosophies talking majorly about surrender, whereas the Western philosophy majorly talks about conscious manifestation and getting and creating your own reality, that kind of thing. So I was basically just thinking on this, and then uh, I I was able to eventually come to this idea or conclusion, right? So if you know the hatha yoga philosophies, um, they talk about three granthis, which is the Brahma Granthi, which is about our root chakra and our sacral chakra. The Granthis means they are basically blocks or knots, the energy blocks that we have, for which inhibits the seamless motion of energy from our kundalini to pass towards the higher side. So the blocks that we have in our root chakra and the sacral chakra is governed by something called the Brahma Granthi as a concept. Then the solar plexus and the heart chakra is governed by something called the Vishnu Granthi, which is majorly to do with our ego and duality and things like that. Then there is the throat chakra and the Agnya chakra onwards, which is called the Rudra Granthi, where there is a dissolution of the ego and you are more into oneness state. Okay, so let me talk about the levels of consciousness and growth with respect to all of these things. Okay, so just let's take a child and a parent's relationship. Initially, when a child is born, um, it is still learning to discover its relationship with the environment and the parent, right? So it is trying to do certain actions. When it is a baby, it is in no control of anything. So whatever mother does, it has to get done, right? It is only in that receiving mode. Then as it starts growing, it understands that, okay, if I do certain set of actions, my mother is going to scold me, or my mother is going to say no, say yes, my mother is going to hug me, my mother is going to kiss me. So it is with respect to its actions, it is working with its external environment, it's discovering its relationship with the external environment. Then as the baby starts growing, right, it is learning to understand that if whatever I ask, my parents are giving me if I behave in a certain way, right? So if I'm not abiding by the rules of what my parents say, then I'm not going to get anything, I'm just going to get punished. And then it tries to please the parents and goes on that path, and the parents are now constantly giving it whatever it wants. Then there is a trust based relationship that gets established by the time they are in teenage years. Okay, and then they learn to trust the parents and the nature of the parents and how my parents behave, what they like. That give and take relationship between the parent and the child is established, and they understand, okay, this is if this is the nature of my parent, and then um, if this is the path I'm taking, then I'm obviously continuing, I'm going to get gifts from the parents or get things from my parents which is for my good. So my parents are always thinking about my good, and they will do things even if I don't ask. Okay, so that relationship gets established. Then over a period of time, they are just in total surrender. They are like, it's more than enough that you are my parent, I'm so grateful that you are my parent. There is no asking at all, and the parents are also absolutely happy, and they're constantly giving whatever they want to the children because the child is not asking, but the parent is extremely happy. So they are constantly giving whatever they want to the children, even if they are not asking. Okay, so this this is how, so we have seen the pattern of trust based relationship that got established from a child who just started to a child who's now adult, who's in his adult stage, right? And now that child goes on to become a parent himself. Okay, that's another journey. Now we are a child, and our own soul, which is the connection with the creator, is what we are trying to establish. So as of now, right, we may be in different stages of evolution. So we may be a baby who has just been born, or we may be an adult. So whatever may be our stages of evolution. So if I am a baby, then I'm still learning to discover, I'm still in that victim mentality. I'm still, something is happening to me, experiences are happening to me, I have no control of what is happening, right? Many people are in that victim mentality. Then over a period of time, they learn to understand that if I say these things, if I behave in a certain way, then my universe or my parent is going to give me these things. So that is where conscious manifestation comes. So I'm going to ask my mother or my father something, and then when time is, initially I know that I will not get it immediately. They will give it to me only when I behave in a certain way. Okay, so now I'm going to behave in a certain way, and then I'm going to get that manifested to me. So that is called conscious manifestation. So we have seen this applied by many people on getting things in their health, getting things in relationships, getting things in the money level, right? They are now learning to understand how to behave in a certain way and get whatever they want from a parent. So they are abiding by the rules of what has been set by the parent. Okay, so they know they are now learning to discover that if I behave in a certain way, the parent is going to give me something. So that is called conscious manifestation. Why is so how do we sort of get these things? See, this, as human beings with a soul attached to us, we have the power of creation or getting something that we want is our innate ability, like breathing. If we ask something, the universe will provide it for us. But in the realm that we are on, in the earthly realm or duality, that immediate manifestation is not there. For whatever reasons, it is another topic to discuss. Because if I am a conscious person, if I am very conscious of my divine one, of my divine power within me, then I will exactly use my creative skills for the benefit of creation, for the highest good of creation. But if I don't understand my the consequence of my creative powers, then I can misuse it, right? So we have also seen a lot of our stories of demons misusing their boons, their varas, and all of that, right? So this is what it means. It means we have been given, or we have certain powers within us which we can misuse because of ignorance. So so if you are learning to discover your own innate ability of creation, which was not spoken about in our shastras at all, majorly because a person might misuse it and misuse it for against creation. So but today we have that knowledge of understanding that we have this power, and then we are now trying to use it for our purpose, which is our health, wealth, whatever. Now in the next stage, what happens? As you continue to keep asking, behaving in a certain way and getting whatever you want, you will get to a stage where you understand that there are so many things that are coming to you even without you asking. Certain things you are asking and getting, certain things you are not asking and getting also, and you try to you start to compare. Hey, if I don't ask whatever is coming to me, if I behave in a certain way, and if I don't ask, whatever is going to come to me is much better than what I ask. Because I seem to have this limited thinking. My parents who are giving me, because behaving in a certain way which is according to their rules, I'm getting better things compared to, even like for example, let's say I'm asking for a pilot pen, but my parents are getting me better than pilot pens, even though I don't ask, because I am behaving in a certain way. Okay, so this kind of relationship we are understanding with respect to the universe. Then we start to get into, so that part where you are understanding that if I surrender to the universe, I'm getting better results. Okay, so there could be stages there where you say, okay, I'm going to surrender in certain parts, I'm going to not surrender in certain parts. So you might be in a stage where you're applying conscious manifestation, sometimes you're doing surrender sometimes. So that mix might happen sometimes. Then over a period of time, you'll get to a stage where you say, hey, I will just desire, and then let the universe take care of everything. It understands. So now it understands that, hey, my parents know what is good for me, and they will get whatever it is that is good for me. Okay, I don't have to even tell them what is good for me. So there is a trust-based relationship that is getting established. More and more trust, more and more faith. And the parent is also participating in this relationship based on your reciprocation. Then you will get to a certain stage where you say, I don't have any desires. I'm not going to ask my parent anything. So just, dear parent, me being your child itself is more than enough. I'm so grateful that I'm your child. That's more than enough. That itself is the biggest gift. Then now the parent is even more happy. It is like showering and showering and showering you with gifts. You are also overwhelmed with the kind of gifts that you're getting. The parent is also very happy giving you. You are also very happy with whatever you're getting. Without asking only you're getting. So that is the ultimate stage of surrender. Okay. So we may be in different stages in this process of conscious manifestation to surrender. In every single thing that you may have noticed that the receiving part from the universe, from the parent, is not in your control at all. Right? That parenting part, the parent giving you part, is not in your control at all. So that is where is the power of the Agnya Chakra and the throat chakra, where there is dissolution of ego. Even in the first part, there was no ego, where situations were coming to you randomly. In the second part of conscious manifestation also, there is absolutely no ego. You are just giving it off to the universe, saying, okay, I'm going to do certain things. I'm going to do certain things, like do set of actions. When, how, and how that thing is going to come to me is up to you, right? So that part was anyway delegated. In all of these parts, the egoless action is receiving part. But the dissolution of ego right from beginning, where you are completely in ego, in the Brahma Granthi, you still have Brahma Granthi's knots in your first two chakras. So there are a lot of survival related blocks, expression related blocks, confusions, and all of those things, right? So there you are in victim mentality. Then when you get to the Vishnu Granthi, you are more in control of your actions. How if I behave in a certain way, how things are going to happen. So this relationship you are learning. The Vishnu Granthi part you are learning, the sustenance part. And then you transcend that part also, and then it becomes a complete seamless set of right? It's a complete seamless set of trust based on the universe. Okay, so in every part there is some part of surrender, but initially the Brahma and the Vishnu both are in your everything was in zero control. Then the Brahma part was in your control and the Vishnu part was in your control. Then over time you're just delegating the Vishnu part also, and then only the Brahma part, which is just the desire part, was in your control. Then that also has been delegated. There is no desire at all. Okay, so there are different stages. These are all different stages of evolution. Is it wrong to do any of these things? No, nothing is wrong. It is just a process of self discovering yourself. Okay, please be very transparent, very honest, and go with the flow. Whatever books we are bringing in front of you, it is just a suggestion. Okay, you have to still apply your mind and your heart to where you stand and take whatever comes from that knowledge and apply it to your life. You cannot say this is wrong, oh, this book says this is right, that is right. Please don't do that. Everything that comes to you is a suggestion. You have an intellect to apply it for your best. So whether you are resonating with conscious manifestation, or whether you are in different stages of surrender, nothing is wrong about it. It is you and your trust-based relationship with the universe. Please grow very healthily in this process of evolutionary growth. Don't get carried away in hearsay and jeopardize and become confused. So please continue to keep doing gratitude and continue to harness that extra energy, so that you'll be able to connect to yourself better. So the more you do gratitude and other things, you'll be able to connect to yourself better. So the more you are able to connect to yourself better, the understanding of what is right for you will also come through. Okay, so I hope this is clear, and at any point you should be able to decide if you want to manifest or if you want to surrender. There is no correct or wrong process in this whole thing. It is up to you and where you stand in the process of evolution. It is a process of self-discovery, and the more you self-discover yourself, you will be in a better position to understand what you like to do, and the state of mind that is necessary for anything to come through to you that is best for you will happen. So try not to be in the state of confusion. Try to sit with yourself and understand what is it that you truly want, and go through each of these stages with conviction, with a good mindset. Okay, thank you.